Okay, so find your space. Start with a series of warm-ups. Just start shaking your hands vigorously overhead. This simulates a release of brain chemicals that allow you to wake up a bit more and to concentrate better. Generally kind of stimulates the system, wakes us up, prepares our brains for learning. And big circles out front. Loosening the joints. Shifting your weight from side to side. And then add turning your waist. And then lift and drop the shoulders, twisting motions with your hands. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. The breathing is a sharp, quick inhalation as you rise and exhale as you drop. Swing arms. Inhale up, exhale down. As you inhale up, squeeze your shoulder blades together and back. As you exhale down, hollow your chest, rounding your shoulders forward slightly. Side to side. Inhale to center, exhale as you swing out. Turning, gently twisting, letting your hands fall against your body. Just let your arms relax, let them go where they need to go. Exhale as your hands come in and touch your body. Inhale as your arms go out. So it's like you're bouncing your hands off your body with your exhale. 1 foot forward, same thing. Exhale as you go forward. When you go forward, you catch your hands on your body. When you go back, your arms go out. Go forward to catch. Switch feet. Whenever you change your breathing, you can alter your consciousness. Breathing changes. That's why we have so many different types of breathing exercises in Tai Chi. One aspect of breathing in Tai Chi is said to be just breathing naturally. And it is fairly natural to exhale on your forward motion and inhale as you go back. Then, feet in parallel. Sink down into your heels, lengthening up through the crown, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone under. As you rock forward on the inside of the feet, pluck up with your hands, squeezing your fingertips lightly together to the height of your shoulders. Relax your hands in what's called the willow leaf palm as you draw in. Inhaling, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Weight is on the outside edge of the foot to the heels, so that when you spread your fingers wide in the lotus palm and sink, lengthening up, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, inhaling down, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Hollow the chest as you exhale up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back as you inhale in and down. And then shift your weight to one side. Throughout the exercises, keep the tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, just behind the front teeth. Swinging legs. That will help you with your balance. It helps to, in essence, make a connection neurologically for the brain, and also it helps to connect the conception vessel, which runs up and down the front of the body, shift over to the other side, swing the other leg, and the governing vessel, which runs up the back and over the head to the upper lip. So that's called the microcosmic orbit. Other side, touching in front and in back with the opposite hand. Inhale back, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Exhale forward as you hollow your chest. And the other side. And the other side, both hands in front, both hands in back. Other side. Then inhale as you look up, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Exhale as you roll your shoulders forward, looking down. These exercises that we're doing with our head stimulate circulation to the brain and energy moving down to your internal organs. So the blood flow is always associated with chi flow. And then side to side. Inhale to center, exhale out. And then side to side in a horseshoe shape, letting your head dip down in front and then swing up to the side. In this case, exhale down, rolling your shoulders forward. Inhale up as you squeeze your shoulder blades together and back. And then all the way around the circle, inhale up to the back, exhale down to the front. Other direction. And then shoulders swimming a backstroke. Just breathe naturally. One of the reasons we have so many different breathing exercises is so that you really do learn enough different kinds of breathing styles so that your breath can return to a natural state. Other direction. We have a tendency as human beings to learn behavior of breath through experiences that sometimes lock our breath up or have us holding our breath when we shouldn't. So there's an important aspect to hold your breath, like if you're in a space where there's smoke or gases that you shouldn't breathe in. So obviously, or bad smells, we want to be able to hold the breath if necessary, or if you're underwater, for example. But you also need to be able to breathe fully in a variety of different ways because the breath is constantly changing depending on our physical behaviors. Up the front now with both shoulders, like rowing a boat. Inhale up and back, exhale down and forward. Other direction. So ultimately, Tai Chi Chuan, which translates as peaceful breath boxing or grand polarity or yin yang, martial art, or Tai Chi Chuan can translate as supreme ultimate, Tai Chi, supreme ultimate. And the word Chuan means fist, literally, martial arts system generally, and self-control on the most esoteric level. And so fists together, pull twice, palms up, high, low, low, high. Pull twice, palms up, high, low, low, high. Then fists together, turning twice in one direction, twice in the other direction, with the sound of ha, 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 ha. Holding hands, offering resistance, ha, 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 ha. And then white crane spreads wings. We'll break it down into its constituent parts. The lower body, you step out and touch the toe lightly. Bring it in, shift onto it, empty step. Bring it in, shift, empty step. Bring it in, shift, empty step. So the weight is on the back foot, the front foot is empty, okay? Now, that's the lower body. The upper body starts with your arms in front of your chest. That's a starting point, but not a stopping point. So you want to flow through the movement. The outside arm rises, the inside arm falls. The low hand is palm down, fingers pointing forward. High hand, palm out, fingers pointing up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then add in front foot, low hand on the same side, high hand, back foot on the same side. Inhale to center, bringing the foot in, raising that hand. Exhale as you step forward, lowering that hand. Inhale to center, exhale as you spread your wings. Then twist your body towards your front foot, low hand side, with your low hand on the front foot side, palm down behind you, fingers pointing to your tailbone, high hand, palm up, fingers pointing behind you. And you'll see that the shape of your body and arms is the S shape of the yin-yang symbol. Inhale to center, exhale as you turn out. Good. Then tip your head to one side, open and close the fist on the other side, and nod. This is good for tension headaches, and it's also good for stimulating the gallbladder points and the stomach points up in the trapezius muscle. And the other side. Then pull one hand over to the one side, tip your head the same way, and nod again. This amplifies the previous exercise. And the other side, pull the hand, tip your head, and nod. And breathe. Just breathe naturally. Full, rich, deep breaths. Then raise one hand, palm up, point the fingers down, point the thumb back, push the heel of your palm away, tip your head away, and nod. This dredges the large intestine meridian, which is also going to be helpful for digestion. And the other side, palm up, fingers down, thumb back, push the heel away, tip your head away, and nod. Good. Then focus on your rib cage. As your chest goes forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together and back. And then you go to the side, you start to roll your shoulders forward as your chest goes back. That helps as a counterweight. Inhale forward, exhale back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back as your chest goes forward. Roll your shoulders forward as your chest goes back. And the other direction. Then close hand fist covering your center, call it the dantian. Other hand covering it. Gently massage your center as you make a hula-like movement with your hips. Gentle circles with your hips. Keeping your chest relatively still while you're manipulating your waist. Excuse me. And then the other direction. Now, the Tai Chi warm-ups are meant as a self-diagnostic tool. So it helps you kind of get a sense of what's happening in your body and when you wake up in the morning. So it's a good thing to do first thing in the morning. Whatever you can remember of these exercises, just play with. Just so you know, we also have DVDs, and you can get the video itself on Vimeo. And so you could work with these exercises every day. So you can go to Vimeo and look up David Chandler or Eagle's Quest Tai Chi, and that will get you to that. Or you can go to our website, Eagle's Quest Tai Chi, and you'll be able to see, we have a number of different videos for different exercises and sets of Tai Chi forms and Qigong forms. And then sit into your legs, heels on the ground, rolling your hips like we were rolling our shoulders earlier. You're going to roll your hips in the same way. And you'll notice that the hip and the shoulder move together because they're harmonic. Start to roll a ball between your hands, coming up the back and down the front. So the hand comes up the back, just like the hip comes up the back, and down the front, like the hip comes down the front. Palms facing one another, you carry the ball across the front, turn it over on the side. And then the other direction, coming up the front and down the back. And your arms do the same thing because they're moving in conjunction with the shoulders, which are moving in conjunction with the hips. So there are what we call the 6 harmonies, or even more esoterically, the 8 harmonies. The harmonies are hips and shoulders, knees and elbows, hands and feet, as well as the head and the pelvis. The head and the pelvis, the head represents heaven, pelvis represents earth, and they are part of a polarity, being the top and the bottom of the spine, and the brain, of course, in the head, and the second brain in the belly. We would call it the dantian, but it's basically, you get all sorts of neurological, neurochemicals that are created in the gut. So it's very interesting, that connection, the gut-brain connection. Then feet together, circles with your knees. Breathing fully. This affects at least 6 major acupuncture points around the knee area and enlivens the ankles and the lower back as well at the same time. Other direction. And then open out, inside forward, outside back. Breathing natural. Other direction. Then circle one foot, dangle the opposite hand, pressing down on the knuckles with the heel of your palm, getting a bend to the wrist. Pluck up on the hand with your fingers, amplifying that bend of the wrist. So you want your shoulders and elbows down. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, soften the back of the knee of the leg you're standing on, and spread those toes, and then on the foot that you're standing on. So you have a greater connection to the earth. Then turn the fingers in, thumb pushing on the back of the hand like you're pushing a thumbtack in, fingers pulling on the base of the thumb, twisting the hand. And as you drop the hand down, the outer thumb slides along the bone of the hand up to the corresponding finger middle knuckle, folding the finger in towards the palm. You reset each time you lift and drop, so you get all 4 fingers accomplished in the exercise of stretch. Then dangle the hand, come underneath, thumb pushes thumb towards wrist, fingers wrap around wrist, and squeeze. And breathe. Let your shoulders drop, elbows drop, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, palm out, pull back. One of the reasons we change the S shape of the spine to the C shape of the spine by tucking the chin and tucking the tailbone is it puts us into the lizard brain, the reptilian portion of the brain, where you can actually literally respond to physical circumstances at a much faster rate. Palm out, fingers down, pull back. These are especially good for dealing with carpal tunnel syndrome right here. And the other side, circle the foot, dangle the opposite hand, press down on the knuckles, pluck up on the hand, shoulders and elbows down, again, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. And then turn the fingers in, thumb pushing on the pinky knuckle of the back of the hand, fingers pulling on the base of the thumb, called the mound of Venus. As you drop the hand down, you twist it, allowing the thumb to slide along the bone of the hand to the middle knuckle, folding each finger in towards the palm. Then dangle the hand, come underneath, thumb pushes thumb, fingers pull wrist, squeezing like you're squeezing a pair of pliers or squeezing a pair of scissors. Palm out, pull back. These exercises also are part of what we call chin-na, which means seize and control techniques, therefore locking up the joints. So it's part of a martial condition, but it's a great stretch exercise at the same time. Palm out, fingers down, pull back. And it also allows you greater flexibility in your joints so that if you were ever to fall, and it's less likely the more you play Tai Chi. In fact, they found that doing Tai Chi increases your balance to such a degree that it cuts falls in half. So if you were to fall, it's less likely to be injured because of the flexibility that you create. Then the next exercise is called Sung Ku. You start by patting out, stimulating the pituitary gland. You're also stimulating points in the head, stimulating circulation. So this entire set of Sung Ku, Sung means to relax and energize, Ku means to the bones, back of the head. It stimulates the circulatory system in general. This set also stimulates release of endocrine system hormones, forehead, and it stimulates the meridians by stimulating the acupuncture points in all of these areas. Now, push the door to your ear closed with your index finger. It's called the tragus. It's that little triangular shape right there. You close the door to your ear and tap with your middle finger, and you can do both at the same time. Two fingers, third eye, center of the forehead. Two fingers inside the eyebrows. So these points that we're doing in our face are acupuncture points, but they also are major nerve bundles in the face, and arterial flow is stimulated here outside the eyebrows. Under the eyes. Base of the nostrils. Upper lip. Lower lip. Jaw. Throat, working on the thyroid gland, let out your ha sound. Ha. Then, about as far apart as your face is wide, midway between the collarbone and the nipple, find the space that's most sensitive right in there and use your fingers, index, middle, and thumb, and gently but firmly, dynamically stimulate that area. Then come up just under the collarbone, feel around and find the most sensitive space there, and then pat that area. This stimulates your immune system quite dynamically. Then under the arm, stimulating the pericardium point. So the sac around the heart functions better, the heart functions better. Other side. Shoulder. The other thing that this exercise of Sun Ku does, stimulating the gallbladder and stomach points, but the basic thing that this stimulation of the entire system is also helpful if you have a tendency to bruise easily. Other side, that if you continue to do this every day for a month, in 1 month's time, your bruisability, let's say, is lessened because you're more able to take in a physical contact without injury. Then, edge of hand between the thumb and the index finger. Other side. An example is one of my students who's a pediatric dentist. He's a Harvard guy, and one of the things that he found is that he had been doing this for quite a while, and then one day he ran into something with his head, and what ordinarily he felt like it would have really bruised him badly, it didn't, because whatever he ran into bounced away from him more than he was injured. So that was pretty interesting for him. Outside the arm. Inside, from the palm to the pectoral muscle. Outside the other arm, you want to be as vigorous as you can be to stimulate a relaxation of the muscles inside as well. That's why we also, Sun Ku, we talk about relaxing. So when you do this, if you've got sore muscles, this can be very helpful. And then right in the center here, right in here is the thymus gland. That's where your T cells are created. Let out your Tarzan or Jane yell. And then kidneys, adrenals, high-pitched E sound. Nice deep breath. Belt channel under the ribs. Breathing fully. Center. Whenever you stimulate this area just below the belly button, a little bit, about 2 or 3 fingers below, that's called the Dantian, which translates as spiritual force field, furnace room, ocean of breath. When you stimulate this area, it also helps your balance. Hips, right in the inguinal crease. Lots of lymph fluid drives through this region. There are many lymph nodes in this region, so it's very helpful for stimulating lymph flow. Bottoms. Backs of the legs down, up in front and inside. And bottoms of the feet. Then, meridian massage. Draw the energy along the outside of the arm, around the back of the head, down the center line, and press in on your center. Underneath that arm, around the back of the head, down the center line, press in. Over the top of the other arm, around, down the center, press in. Underneath, around, down the center line, press in. Inside and outside of both arms. Over the crown, down the back, backs of the legs, around the feet, up the front and inside, over the crown, down the back again, tracing the meridians, up the front and inside, One more time, down the back, up the front, and then just below solar plexus, bending over, pushing in, walking your fingers down the abdomen. When you reach the bladder, pelvic region, come up on the right side and go down on the left side. And then rubbing the belly in the same way. This is very good for digestion as well as elimination. So if you have troubles there, do this frequently. Do this after a meal. Do this first thing in the morning or just before going to bed at night. And if you have trouble sleeping, this can cause tremendous relaxation in the body. So anytime you need to sort of self-soothe, anytime perhaps if you feel a little anxious, this is a good thing to do. Good. Indonesian hand dances. They're meant for communicating the two hemispheres of the brain. In between, there's called the corpus callosum. It runs between the two hemispheres. And when you do these exercises, it increases coordination and it increases synaptic connection as the two hemispheres communicate better through this. So start with one hand, palm up, index finger out. So we call this one up because there's one finger out and the palm is up. Then we turn it palm down, index finger in, three fingers out, palm down. So we call it three down. One up, three down. One up, three down. Same thing with the other hand. One up, three down. One up, three down. One up, three down. Now, when you put them together, you have one up and three down at the same time. You always want to establish this fully. So you want to make sure you have a one palm up and a three palm down. Once you get that, let go of the finger positions, turn your hands, palm up is one, palm down is three. Let go, turn, palm up is one, palm down is three. Let go, turn, palm up is one, palm down is three. And after you get comfortable and are able to accomplish the one up and three down, then you can begin to go a little faster. But don't go any faster than you can accomplish the deed. So for example, I'm going much faster than perhaps you can right now, but don't worry about that. So that's just that you can go really fast, but you still need to be able to do it so that it's correct with a one up and three down. Good. Then right hand. The sequence of touching the fingers to the thumb on the right hand is index, middle, ring, pinky. Turn the hand. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Turn the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the left hand does a similar and yet opposing thing. It does pinky, ring, middle, index, turn. Pinky, ring, middle, index, turn. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms facing opposing directions. Index on the right, pinky on the left. Middle on the right, ring on the left. Ring on the right, middle on the left. Pinky on the right, index on the left. Turn the hands. Index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. Turn. While the right hand is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, simultaneously, left hand is doing 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, go only as fast as you can accomplish the deed. It's not better to go wrong faster. It's best to go as slow as you need to be able to make the connections. Good. Then palms turn in. For this one, don't turn your hands. You keep your palms turned in, make fists. Then only one finger out from either fist at a time. Thumb on one side, pinky on the other. And then switch. Pinky and thumb, thumb and pinky. Pinky and thumb, thumb and pinky. Farthest finger to one side, farthest finger to the other side. And then again, as you increase your speed, do so only to the level where you can maintain the proper positioning of the fingers and the hands. Then index points away, thumb points in. Same thing with the other hand. Index away, thumb in. When you get both hands going, you have index away and thumb in, only one finger out from either fist. So what you want to avoid is shooting somebody or shooting yourself. So just index, just thumb. Thumb and index and thumb. Point away with the index, point in with your thumb. And again, you could get going fast, but only as fast as you can be correct. Then circles with your hands. They both rise at the same time. They both fall at the same time. They meet at the North Pole. They're far apart at the equator, and they're close at the South Pole. Good. Then heel-toe opposition. Turning on your central axis. Avoid shifting from side to side. Turning and shifting are two different powers. Rising and sinking is again another one. So turning only, no shifting. Lift the heel on the side where your knee goes forward. Lift the toes on the side where your knee goes back. Okay, good. So those are our warm-ups. And I'll take questions at the end and see if there are any questions on those. So if you have any questions, just kind of pay attention to that and just recall what your question is. And so now we're going to start to work on, I thought I'd introduce you to a set of Qigong. It's a little bit different from what we did last time because I know that we wanted to do some different things each time. So that we can kind of get a taste of what you want to really spend more time with, going more in depth. This next set of Qigong is called the temple exercises. And this Qigong is rather ancient and they're dynamic. It's a great set, so kind of hang on for the ride. So the first movement is called the prayer wheel. What you're going to do is you're going to put your weight about shoulder width apart, turn 1 foot, toes out. Okay? So you're in what's called a bow stance, kind of facing the corner. Put your weight back, lift your toes. I'm going to show you the footwork first. Shift forward, lifting the heel. Shift back, lifting the toes. Shift forward, lifting the heel. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing lightly. Now our hands are going to be about face width apart. And when you shift back, you shift forward, the hands go up, shift back, your hands come down the lines of the meridians in front. Exhale as you rise up, pointing your fingers down. Inhale as you come down, pointing your fingers up. Exhale up, inhale down. So this is called the prayer wheel. And if you imagine that you're spinning a wheel that's filled with prayers, and that the idea is that the prayers, thousands of prayers are being said every time you spin the wheel, prayers for peace, prayers for joyfulness, prayers for healing, prayers for prosperity, prayers for peace, prayers for harmony. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Then come back to center and turn the other foot out. Inhale down, exhale up. And then come back to center and hold the ball for a moment, squatting. Then open your arms out to the sides, thumbs up. You're going to shift over to one side, closing one hand over, then draw the energy through the arm, through the body, through the arm, and open. Close the other side over. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. You hollow the chest as you exhale. You squeeze your shoulder blades together and back as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Now, in a moment, we're going to do a faster motion with our hands and clap the hands together, which we'll do now. Here we go. Ha! And let out a sound of ha. Ha! Ha! So this is a slow inhalation, fast exhalation. Ha! And then hold the ball. Notice your sensations. Then bring your hands out to the sides. And this is called the rock, R-O-C. It means giant bird. And what's going to happen is you sink down, okay? As you sink down, your arm's going to rise up. As you rise up in the body, your arms drop down and come towards each other in front. Inhale as you sink. Exhale as you rise, lengthening up to the spine. Lift your heels lightly off the ground. Inhale, sink. Exhale, rise. Inhale, sink. Exhale, rise. As you rise up, lift your heels off the ground lightly. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, lengthen your spine. And then hold the ball and notice your sensations. Then reach your arms up overhead. This is called picking fruit. Shift to one side, let that hand come down to about the height of your head. The empty foot hand is reaching up. You grasp like you're picking a piece of fruit. Pull down as you reach up and shift to the other side. Sink down, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's a soft fist when you get down. Inhale up, spread your fingers wide. Pull down, making a gentle fist. Inhale up. Exhale as you relax down. Inhale up. Exhale 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 down. This is probably the oldest known exercise for human beings. Picking fruit. And then hold the ball. Notice your sensations. Now take your, I'm going to move a little bit closer. Take your toes out, heels out. Bring your hands down to the height of your knees. Okay? Now, we're going to do one hand at a time to start. Take one hand and go out from center, palm down, bring it in on the side. Exhale out, inhale in. Your right arm will make a clockwise circle. Left arm makes a counterclockwise circle. So whichever arm you're working with, clockwise with the right. If you're working with your left, it's the counterclockwise movement. This is called grinding corn. Imagine that you are grinding an ear of dried corn on a stone slab. Exhale out, inhale in. Then, other hand, out from center, in on the side. Shifting your weight, turning your waist. Then get the other hand going in opposition. And the breathing has to, in a sense, be a little bit faster here with a ha, 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 ha. Now bring your feet in a little bit so they're about hip width or shoulder width apart. Turn your hands palm up. This is called cloud hands. Your right arm is still going to make a clockwise circle, left arm counterclockwise. The rising hand is palm up, the falling hand is palm out. You shift your weight away from the falling hand. You shift your weight towards the rising hand. And the breathing here is inhale up, exhale out. Ha. Ha. So here it's a sharp exhalation and a slower inhalation. Ha. Ha. Look at the rising hand. Ha. Look away from the falling hand. Ha. When the hands turn, exhale. Ha. Your low hand turns up, your high hand turns out simultaneously. Ha. 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 Then bring your hands overhead. This is called brushing the belly of heaven. Your hands stay over your head. You inhale as the hands come towards each other. Exhale as they go away from each other. The forward push is a lotus palm. The backward pluck hand, fingers come together. Inhale towards each other. Exhale away. Ha. 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 And then come back to center and hold the ball. Notice your sensations. Now turn your palms out. Squat down. Go down only as far as you can get up from. Take a nice deep breath in. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Exhale up and out. Inhale down and in. This is called polishing the mirror. Keep your palms facing front like your hands are on a mirror and you have a cloth in each hand that you're polishing the mirror with. Inhale down. Fingers are up at all times. Fingers point up to the sky the entire time. Inhale down. Exhale up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back as you're going down. Round your shoulders slightly as you come up. And then go down through center, inhaling. Exhale out and up. Inhale down. Exhale out and up. Spread your toes. Inhale down. Exhale up. And hold the ball. Now the next movement is called advance and retreat. Simply turn to one side and then shift to the other. Turn to that side, keeping your weight on that foot, then shift without turning. Then turn without shifting. Shift without turning, turn without shifting. Shifting is a power, turning has power. Shift, turn. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Now, shift towards that side, exhaling. Inhale as you turn without shifting. Exhale as you shift without turning. Inhale as you turn without shifting. Shift, turn. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, and then come to center, hold the ball, let yourself rest. Now, drop your hands down for a moment, step forward with one foot, back foot at 45 degrees. Put your weight on the back and put your hands palm up, lightly squeezing your shoulder blades together. Rotate your hands, move forward diagonally halfway, then finish front. And while you're doing that, your arms are going to move. We're just not moving the arms yet, okay? When you go back, you turn towards your back foot and then turn front foot. So now, push as you go forward, start diagonally, finish square, turn your hands, pull, moving diagonally, finish square. You can pick up your front foot, rotate your hands, step out, exhale forward for the push, squeezing your elbows together, hollowing your chest, rotate your hands. Inhale, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back as you pull. Go into the pluck. Exhale forward, squeeze your elbows together, inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull. So you have a dynamic movement of your waist to the back foot, towards the front foot, towards the front foot, towards the back foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, change feet. Exhale as you push. Inhale as you pull. There's a rotation of the hips. So you have turn, 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 turn. It's one shift back, but two turns forward, one shift forward. Inhale back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Then step up, hold the ball, and clap your hands, stomp your feet, rub your hands together, rub your face, around your eyes, alongside your nose, roots of your upper teeth, roots of your lower teeth, ears, head. Put the thumbs pushing up at the jade pillow, the base of the skull, fingers pulling down like you're trying to crack an egg open. Don't crack it open, just imagine that you're opening your crown chakra. Then shoulders, elbows, wrists. Interlace your fingers and roll your hands. Interlace them the non-habitual way and roll your hands the other way. torso, lower back, from the buttocks down to the backs of the knees, from the knees up to the hips in front. Repeat. And then go all the way down to the heels, up the shins to the knees, down the calves to the heels, up the front, down the back. And then press your feet to the ground, hands on your knees, let your head dangle, leave it for last as you roll up through the spine. Make fists, put the knuckles in the center of each buttock and arch back, breathe. And then kick 3 times in front, toes lifted. 1, 2, 3, other side, 1, 2, 3. Toes lifted, that protects the knee from any extraneous injury. Kick back, and then shake it. All right, let's check in, see how everybody did, see if there are any questions. All right. Are there any questions about the warm-ups or the temple exercises? Or observations, what your sensations are, what you experience, how you feel now? Any observations? Questions? Okay. Take a nice deep breath. Palms together. Honoring yourself. Honoring others as yourself. Right hand fist, left hand covers. So hardness is controlled by softness. We say thank you in Chinese by saying shishi, shishi. 3 slow claps. Yabba dabba doo. All right.